Hey guys, how you guys doing today? You guys are probably watching this video because you guys probably watched the video on top. You guys are watching this video because you guys are probably wondering why. Why should we join this company, or why should we trust this company? And why should we even get into these kind of business, right? So that's something that I'm going to show you guys today. On this video, specifically, I'm going to show you guys, what are the reasons why, and why are we in this kind of company, okay? And remember, ask yourself why. The question is why, okay? So hopefully I can fulfill that for you guys today, okay? And thanks so much for, I also want to welcome you guys coming to our page. Okay, first of all, I just want to show you guys the cash flow quadrant, okay? It's pretty much the business world, the money world, okay? This is something I learned from one of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad series, one of his books. In one of his books, I learned the cash flow quadrant, okay? So I'm just going to show you guys how it works, okay? Now the question is, where do we go when we wanna look for money? Okay, the first quadrant. Okay, it's gonna be divided into 4 quadrants. All right. The first quadrant. Where do we go when we look for money? We go into the employee quadrant. Okay, the E quadrant. Here, what you want to look for is a job. When you get here, you find yourself trading time for money. And you also find yourself working for this guy. Now the question is, who works for who? Of course, you work for him. I can tell you, some people work here 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Some people die in this quadrant. Okay. Some people, they wonder, hey, how can I get rid of this guy? How come this guy is always controlling me? How do I move on? Where's the way out? Okay. Some people, they want to think of a higher level of cash flow. They come to the S quadrant. Now in the S quadrant, you kind of put yourself into the business world. You want to become a salesperson. You want to be self-employed, or you want to open yourself a small business. What happens when you come here? You find yourself that everything revolves around you now. Okay, you become this guy. All right, you're the boss man. You find yourself with maintenance. You have to control labor. Okay, now controlling labor, it has to be kind of level out. You always got to be profiting. If you're not profiting, then you got to send people home. If you ever work at McDonald's or any kind of restaurant and they're working on labor, that's why they start sending people home, because they're not making enough, okay? And you also find yourself, you got to have your own idea. Okay? An idea means, if you had an idea, let's say it's a burger, your burger tastes awesome. Don't open it next to McDonald's. Don't open it next to Burger King or any kind of big business, big corporation burger business, okay? Because you're definitely going to lose, okay? So an idea, you have to back it up with a location, okay? And of course, mechanic shop. You don't want to open a mechanic shop next to a bigger corporation mechanical shop like Honda's or Ford, so on and so forth, okay? Now the B quadrant is something that I want to show you guys. This is the third quadrant. The B quadrant stands for big business. Okay? In a big business, they have 500 plus employees working for them. Now what these guys look for, they look for a system. Okay? And they look for network. Now if I was to give you a comparison, if I was to give you guys a comparison from this business versus this business, okay? If I was to give you a comparison, this guy's system, okay? I'm going to give you an example of McDonald's. McDonald's network is worldwide. And McDonald's system always tastes the same. Even if you go to out of the country, it still tastes the same in China, or it still tastes the same in Germany, whatever. Okay. Now, what you want to look at here is, let's say you have a great idea. Okay, just like McDonald's. McDonald's promoting their $1 McDouble, and you're promoting your $1. Let's just say if you're in this category and you're in this quadrant, cash flow quadrant. Okay, you're promoting your $1 burger. Okay, pretty much tastes the same. A burger tastes the same. Okay, burger tastes like a burger. But if you look at who makes the most money, that's the question. And how? Okay. He, of course, he's gonna make his cash flow, but he's gonna make a whole ton of more money because this system, it's multiplied through his network. Okay. So why this guy is selling one burger, this guy is selling 100 burger simultaneously. Okay. So what I want to show you again is the fourth quadrant. Now in the fourth quadrant, it stands for investment. Here you find yourself, now your money works for you. Okay, so instead of you working for the money, now your money works for you. Okay, so an example of investment I want to show you guys. It's just a simple investment example. Let's say you want to take advantage of your savings account because you know that it's safe. Okay, where you don't lose money. And the bank says, hey, we'll give you a return of 1% per month. Okay, and you decide, hey, I'm gonna put $100,000 in there. So my return per month, 1% for 100,000 is 1,000 per month. Okay. Now the idea here is that, hey, now since my money is working for me, if I was in this category or this category, and I'm only making $1,000 per month, this right here is enough to set me free. Okay? And if that's not enough for you, how about you just save $2,000? I mean $200,000. You'll make $2,000 per month. And that is still enough to set this guy free. Okay? So this is the cash flow quadrant. This is what we're trying to a message that we're trying to put out there for you guys. Now remember, this is not my concept. This is a concept that I learned from the Rich Dad Poor Dad series. Okay, from Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, just from one of his books. All right. So the idea is, what we want to show you guys is that where is the bridge to access the other side of the world where the grass is greener. Okay. I can definitely tell you that I used to be right here. Okay? And when I was here, my income, my dreams shrink to match my income. Okay? Which means that the dream of owning a high-class car, or a dream of owning a Ferrari, or the dream of owning a big mansion, okay, it shrink to match my income. So that means that instead of buying the Ferrari or the big mansion, I had to live below my means and not buy too high class. I had to buy low class. I had to buy the Honda Civic. I had to live in a house of 3 and 2 bath. Okay, so my house that of 5 and 5 bath no longer exists to me. Okay, because my dream shrink to match my income. Okay, so the idea here is that what we want you guys to know, what we want you guys to understand, or to ask yourself is that, how do we go over to the other side? Okay, where we don't have to live below our means, where we don't live paycheck to paycheck, where we can live like this guy or this guy. How? Okay. So in the next video, I'm gonna show you guys how we are going to do it. Okay. But first, let me just show you something real quick, and then we'll move on to the next video, okay? Let me just erase this real quick. So what I want to show you guys here, okay, is still the two sides, okay? I want to show you guys what's capable and what's not capable, okay? So people are always talking about pyramids. Okay, oh man, it's a pyramid. Man, if you get in here, you'll never be at the top. Okay, this is what I'm gonna try to answer that question for you. Okay, so if you look at it here, if you're climbing the corporate ladder, okay, that's the corporate ladder. I can definitely tell you that we are on divided by levels. Okay, and the guy at the top, he's definitely the CEO. And you probably don't see him. You probably don't even know who he is, and you just work for him. Okay. Now, if you're an employee, you always start up fresh. Okay. And then you climb your way up the corporate ladder, helping this guy, help this guy, help this guy, help this guy. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you how the other side works. Okay. And what we're trying to teach you here is network marketing. Okay. Network marketing. Now, if you look at it, when I start, I do end up at the top because I started first, okay? And everybody is divided by level, okay? Depending on when you started, it will depend on how hard you work, okay? But when I start, I'm a lonely person. I'm by myself, okay? I just have a vision. I just have a vision of creating my own organization, okay? When I start, I have to sell dreams. I have to inspire people to become greater, okay, greater than what you're settling for, okay. So I have to inspire this guy and help him build his business. Help this guy, help this guy, help this guy, help this guy, help that guy, okay. So I have to build my own organization, my own foundation, my own business, okay. So if you're looking at here, what am I trying to show you, okay? What am I trying to show you? If you look at here, if you work on this side, I can tell you, you work, and you probably work hard, versus teamwork, okay? And I can definitely tell you, only teamwork can bring freedom. When you work together, you bring miracle. You create miracles, right? I mean, just look at history, okay? So I can definitely tell you, if you are still pulling your 40-hour shifts, or if you're just working, maybe you're making enough, you're living well, but you're not living those 40 hours, okay? Or you don't know how to earn them back, then I can tell you, find a team to work with, all right? All right, thank you guys so much. The next video that I'm going to show you guys, which should be below this video, on this video, I'm just showing you guys why should you join a company like this, because our company runs like what I showed you here, okay? If you believe in teamwork, then give it a shot, okay? But go ahead and take a look at the next video. It's going to show you exactly how, that's really the question, okay? People always want to know how. How can I become successful? How can I make money easier? How can I earn my time back, okay? And how can I live my dream and not shrink my dreams? Okay, so go ahead and take a look at the next video. If you are interested and this just does catch your interest, please go ahead and take a look at the next video. All right, thanks guys so much.